Hello again, Struck. Welcome back to another stream of mine with Torchlight 3. A little bit more farming on the Cursed Captain, that's what we'll do today. And yeah, let's keep going. Let's test some Bane stuff today. It's time for some Bane tests. Where did that hero go? I'm gonna just play a few maps on the hero I uploaded today, on the build I uploaded today, and then switch to Bane. Normally that's kind of most of the times the tradition to play a build the build from a video of the day it was uploaded if I'm playing the same game. I was wondering if I should do Torchlight for a bit and then Anima, or whether I should just do only Torchlight. I guess we'll find out eventually. I wouldn't mind doing 2.5 hours of Torchlight and then switching to Anima. I've been hooked on Anima, the Reign of Darkness. I stayed last night testing stuff, leveling my hero, figuring things out, and then recording some footage with some of the other classes in the beginning, until the first boss fight and stuff. And yeah, with Anima there are a few things that I think some people may not like, and that's how grindy it will be to redo the stuff. It's not gonna be grindy, it's gonna be repetitive. Having to redo the story, having to do the story 9 times. Once to reach Reincarnation 2, then for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You don't have to do the story on Reincarnation 10 as far as I know, unless you want the achievement, but you have to do it 9 times, and 9 times the same story over and over again seems like a bit of an overkill. I already didn't like back in the day when games like Diablo 2 would make me do the story 3 times, but I kind of got accustomed to doing it 3 times. But doing it 9 times, now that's a bit of an overkill, and I hope someone gives the devs. I'm actually gonna try and give the devs some feedback myself, on the Anima devs, and maybe they would listen. By the way, what the fuck is happening? Am I playing offline or online? I'm pretty sure I'm playing single player. But why is this map not loading? I think I'm loading into a bugged map. Let me quickly check which map it is. Let's use the debug info. Oh, there is no debug info if you're offline. Yeah. Huh. Did not know that there is no debug info if you're playing offline. But weirdly enough, it's not loading my map. I think there is a map that's broken, and it's happened for the second time. I'm opening a map and it just doesn't go in. So probably one of the maps that's supposed to load from a portal just doesn't. Alright, I'm gonna shut down the game and restart it. I mean, it's loading up very fast, so it doesn't affect me much. Now let's see, did it consume my portal? Yeah, it consumed the portal, it just didn't load. It's happening again, it's not loading. What the... Man, how is the game constantly getting more and more broken now? Even offline is getting broken. It was fine a few hours ago, before I stopped editing, before I stopped recording footage. Okay, I'm gonna try on a different hero just to confirm if it's this hero that's broken or not, or the game in general. I'm just gonna start. Let's select the Bane. I'm not even gonna equip items. I'm just gonna try and go to my fort and start a map and enter it. That's all I'm gonna do. Although this is a gear work map, I was starting a gold work map. No? It's not loading. Something's happening and I have no idea what. I mean, I restarted my PC sometime today. That shouldn't be a problem. And thank you very much, Daisaku G, for the subscription, for the YouTube sub. Really appreciate it. But what the hell broke? I'm at the loss of words. I mean, what the hell could have broken? Were there patches today? Let me quickly check Steam if there was a patch today or something, minor patch or whatever. I didn't see any patches downloading. No? Well, fuck. What could have broken? I mean, it was fine several hours ago when I was recording footage. I exited and then now I can't do a map. Let me try and do an online map. I mean, I want to see if the online is bugged. If I can do online maps, then... This is a new though. This is... I mean... This is completely different. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try and just do a quick normal regular portal. Oh no, I can't, not on this hero. Online, I forgot online, I can't access my inventory. Fuck. Okay, let me try a different hero. There's gotta be one whose inventory I can access online. I can start Fazir. Fazir at least doesn't require me to access my inventory, but it would be different. I'm trying to replicate a bug and Fazir was not part of the equation, so there's not gonna be any replicating a bug. But the game needs to load up first. Okay, so let's see. I can access the inventory of this guy, but I cannot open a portal. Ah, now this is strange. Come on, game. I want to play you and you're not letting me play you. How the hell? It's sad when a game is getting this broken. I was happy that the past several days I've been playing. I was happy playing offline. Even when online gets glitched, I could at least go offline. But now I can't even go offline and play. This is like seriously. Okay, I'm gonna check something. Let's try Fazir. Oh no, there is okay. Okay, it opened the portal. There you go. That's the portal. Please vote. If this votes, then I know something's wrong with the offline. and it's not just getting stuck on a loading screen, but something's happening. Okay, this one's loading. This one's actually putting me inside of a map. And sorry, I'm gonna go and check the chat in just a moment. Okay. Yeah, this voted, so why doesn't offline vote? Why doesn't single player want to vote? Maybe I need to vote on this one first.
Oh yes, potions. I got those. See you next time.
Yeah, this game is getting so buggy. I'll try a Fazir. Honestly, I'll just try a Fazir. Maybe that's gonna fix things. Let's do this one. Oh, see, that's how it's supposed to vote, in a second. Not getting stuck. That's what we were supposed to get from the first try. Oh, I'm missing an item. Just a moment. Oh no, never mind. I thought I had the showman. Okay. So yeah, this Vizier map is running fine. I'm gonna try again to open a map. I'm first gonna try to open the gear Waki, and if it works after that I'm gonna open the gold Waki. Missing 2 quest items over here. But yeah, today this thing you're watching me play right now was uploaded as a build video. I uploaded it and then I realized one of the effects, the picture-in-picture that goes in the top left side, was the effect was missing and the video was covering the whole screen, and I had to re-upload it. Then I'm posting the re-upload, but then I notice the re-uploaded post is using the link to the old video, which was deleted or made private at first. And then I have to repost again. And it's been... Because I didn't sleep last night, because Anima got me hooked and I wanted to get some stuff done, to unlock some stuff and to test some of the other classes. I tested the Necromancer and the Skirmisher, recorded some footage for my impressions video that I'm probably gonna make tomorrow for Anima. Early impressions or whatever you wanna call it. It's not gonna be like a proper review. Maybe first impressions, maybe that's what it's gonna be. And yeah, I'm very happy from Anima. There's just one thing, maybe 1.5 things I don't like about Anima, but overall the game is so fun, especially some of the items are nice, and I'm finding a reasonably high amount of items. In fact, there is one level full of mimics with a king mimic at the end. Man, I got so many legendary and green items that I couldn't carry everything in my inventory because I had 3 or 4 items when I went in. And I didn't know, I accidentally entered the portal, I didn't even notice I'm entering a portal. If I noticed and knew, I would have emptied my inventory before going inside that mimic portal, that mimic world. I think it was called the Realm of Greed, or Greed's Realm, something like that. But man, it was so fun. So that's another like a secret treasure goblin equivalent level that they've added in Anima. I mean, the more I play Anima, the more I get hooked on it. And that's a good thing, because I'm the kind of person that either gets hooked or disgusted by a game in the first couple of days of playing. And yeah, I'm probably gonna play some more Anima tonight. I'm gonna do 2.5 hours, let's say 2 hours of Torchlight. Just to test some builds with Bane, because the next build I'm gonna make in 2-3 days would be a Bane build, probably a Mayhem Bane build, because so far on the Cursed Captain I've not made a Mayhem build, and I'm trying to shuffle the relics and shuffle the types of builds. I already have a lot of builds with auras. It's time to start making builds without them. So I'm gonna make a Bane build for what's its name? Fuck, I forgot the name. For Egg of Mayhem, and then I'm gonna make a build for 3 pieces of Ancient Ember, with Drain and Dancing Blades on the Blood Drinker after that. That's gonna be the next 2 builds I'm making. Because I just wanna show different ways. I don't want for every single build I make to be using the aura or equivalent, so Snowstorm, Miasma, etc, blah blah blah. I already have 3 builds using auras, with Vocalized Storm, with Cloak of Flames, and with Snowstorm. Now it's time to do different stuff, maybe not as strong, but different on the other relics, and eventually I can revisit the relics and do aura builds on those that are missing, and I can do big spender and small spender skills on the ones that need such builds. Okay, let's open the gear work first, because the gold work was bugged and not loading. Maybe it was just the gold work portals. See, this is already bugged. It should have loaded by now. Something's wrong with this hero and it doesn't want to load, or maybe not just the hero, but in general the whole account somehow got glitched. I don't know why. So I should avoid doing map works, I guess, offline. What could be causing this? I mean, it was perfectly fine when I quit it. So today to do editing, I did like 9 in a row maps. I recorded myself playing 9 different maps in a row. Some of them I used for my video. I think 1 or 2 of them I didn't. So why does it refuse to load me into maps right now? This is like, I can't explain what's happening. And you saw it worked online, so now suddenly the offline is glitched. And it's not just this hero, it's multiple heroes that are glitched and cannot do maps. I have no idea what could be causing this. I mean, I've been getting weird bugs, like look at this weird bug where this one suddenly became Flaming Destroyer. Today my Cold Heart suddenly became Blood Drinker and I had to make a new one to unglitch my old one. And that was very buggy. And I noticed that this happens when I use my wardrobe, to be honest. This would happen when I put this in the wardrobe and I use collect all. Like when I put all the gear here with swap all and then I take it back, that's when I notice this happening. And to avoid it from happening, I had to pick the items one by one. Otherwise in here it would say it would show Bud Drinker and it would show 0 points into everything, which was weird because I had my 20 points in certain skills. I'm gonna quickly do this just to see if that would help. I don't think it would help, but I'm just grasping for straws or whatever to try and maybe you know what? Let's sell this Goldwork map. I think maybe the map scrolls are glitched and I need to buy new ones, collect new ones.
Ale, can I offer you a drink?
Let's get rid of the wife bound as well. I'm gonna collect a new scroll, try and open it and see if that fixes things. If it doesn't fix things, I'm just gonna have to stick to Fazier. I mean, it's still something. I think it's the fact when I'm deleting heroes and creating new ones, it's probably messing up something with the numeration of the heroes.
I've got those. See you next time.
Wait, what did we get? Ooh. Two pulls. Man, I'm getting the hand cannon. 70% of the time I get a legendary item, it's the haunted hand cannon. Today I wooted it 3 times and now 2 times from a back. It's weird why this item has such a high weight to drop. And the weird part is that's one of the worst items on the class. One of the most useless items on the class. Yeah, there are some weird builds. I already tried a build with it, where I'm stacking a ton of thieving spirits and a ton of Dubun generation, and I'm just spamming fire. I tried that kind of setup, and it was okay, but nothing too fancy. Alright, please tell me it's not bugged anymore. Please. Please load me into the map. It's bugged. And I don't think there's a way to figure out what could be happening. Like, I can try and look at some walks. Let me go into the walks directory. Saved walks. What day is it today? 6/6/2021. I've got a walk, but that's from 1554 and it's... Oh, that's from now, from like 4 minutes ago. Okay, let's check it. That's from the last login session, right? And it goes up to 54. Okay, before shutting down and abandoning module. I'm just reading the walk. I'm reading the walk file to see what could be happening. I might share my screen so you can see what I'm reading. I'm gonna share my screen just a moment. Those are the walk files. So this is when it exited, and this is what happened before I out and F4, before I clicked on the X button. I'm trying to figure out what could have happened. Engine exit requested. Okay. Exit requested, all windows closed. Okay, Alt F4 pressed. So this is where it started, right? Okay. Oh, look what's happening. Mapworks 2 EDO Goblin Forest 3 boss is not in data table. So somehow some data tables got deleted while I was editing my videos and stuff without playing the game or anything. Somehow something got deleted out of nowhere. At least that's how I'm reading this. So it's supposed to load this level. Area ED Econog Vultura Village 2. But then it was something completely different and it says it's not in the data table. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna back up my saves and try and reinstall the game. It shouldn't take too long. I can stay here as it's uninstalling, but fuck. Okay, let's copy paste the whole saved. Add to archive saved. I'm gonna archive everything. I'm gonna quickly shut down the game now and copy my save folder just in case something messes up during the reinstallation. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm wondering if since I have installs for the beta, I'm wondering if this is messing up with things. Let's uninstall Torchlight 3 beta. Maybe this is messing with things. Ever since the beta existed and it shut down like more than a year ago, I've had it installed and probably I should have uninstalled it. But yeah, let's first of all I'm gonna try and uninstall Torchlight 3 and then install it again. It's not much, it's 5.8 gigabytes, which shouldn't take much, like 10 minutes or so, but this is shitty. Why did it start getting so broken suddenly? And welcome Tenden. Bonjour to you as well, and sorry for this, guys. The game was just messing with me, out of nowhere, out of the blue. This is how it has been. It's as if there is a bug that keeps deleting some of the databases, some weird bug that just keeps deleting stuff randomly out of nowhere. And first it was just with the offline, and I was like, okay, offline, sure. Online, I mean. At first it was just with the online, and I was like, okay. So yeah, the game's reinstalling now. I started playing offline, and then it started happening that I'm already 10% installed. So around 10 minutes or so until it reinstalls. In the meantime, anyone has any questions about some builds? I can just open the browser and show some builds or whatever. It's weird though. It's weird how the saved stuff. Just a moment. It's very weird why suddenly my offline started breaking, and I saw the error in the logs, and the error in the logs indicated that some sort of a map was missing from the database, from the pool of maps. The game wasn't able to find the files. It was fucking obvious. It was that type of an error that seems like super obvious. Even someone that's not a developer, someone like me that doesn't know much about development and everything, it just told me, basically told me, this map cannot be found. How? How? I'm gonna keep reading the walks, by the way. They are still there. Um, let's read the last walk file. It was this one, Mapworks EDO Goblin Forestry Boss. And here it's saying completely different map. Loading new area. Begin loading. Mapworks 1. I want to see if this is the same. ED Econog Vultura Village 2. ED Econog Vultura Village 2. And then suddenly it changes to Mapworks 2 EDO Goblin Forest 3 Boss. As if it's trying to load me into a boss arena of a Goblin Forest rather than the Vultura Village one. So how the fuck? At first it's matching. See here again the same one. In 3 places it's matching, then suddenly it changes to a different one. Walk stats default are Econog Mountain Tree skirts, rule set skirts, okay. Warp rule set, grow rule set, round branch, blah blah blah. How's the installation? 50% done. Just very soon the game will be reinstalled, and hopefully this would have helped. Look at how many errors the game is throwing in the walks. Walk data table warning. F data table row handle get row. No data table for row fourth intro. Okay. References out area table row fourth intro which doesn't exist. No data table for row gatekeeper fourth intro port. Look at just how many errors this is throwing. I don't understand about this, but it's throwing a bunch of errors. Well, at least we are having fun reading walk files, broken walk files, while we were waiting for the game to reinstall. And here there was a problem with loading the monster affixes, I guess, or whatever. Or did it? See, those ones succeeded in loading certain things. See, the Mapworks attempted to execute Angered Ancestors. That was not the map I started. Because I didn't start I didn't start a Fazir. I started a regular one. And when I did Fazir, it was not Angered Ancestors. It was not Plague Bearer, and it was not Crit versus Bleed. It was those, Netherwell. No, there was no Angered Ancestors for sure. But okay, even if there was, then there was no Plague Bearer for sure. It wasn't Angered and Plague Bearer. It was Netherwell with some bunch of other things, but neither Angered or Plague Bearer was there as far as I remember. And it definitely wasn't an extreme close-up, the one that I selected. I think the same bug happened where you select one map, it votes into a completely different set of affixes. Alright, the game is 75% reinstalled. 4 gigabytes, point something out of 5.8. Let's see what else is breaking. I mean, sometimes it's funny to see how many things can break when the game is trying to load. Let me try and open a different log file from several minutes before this. Maybe let's load the first one today. This is when I first started today's session. So here is Doubt and F4. Doubt and F4 started somewhere around here. Area ED Forest Cemetery 1. Error. Mapworks ED Forest Cemetery 1 has 0 potential. What the hell? Zero potential for this thing, but it needs at least one. Okay, it's almost installed. Soon we can play this again. Yeah, but there's just so many mistakes, so many errors that the game is throwing. The same cemetery zone. Uh, 300 megabytes more and then the game would be ready to play. I'm wondering if me having the beta installed had anything to do with those things. Maybe it was messing up information from the beta with the non-beta somehow. Or the fact that I was switching from the test server to regular server back a few weeks ago when the regular server was not on. Okay, finish downloading. Let's play. Please tell me it works. Please tell me it works. Come on. Come on. Please tell me it works. This one is still glitched. It still shows Flaming Destroyer instead of Blood Drinker. I think nothing happened and it's just still buggy. Oh man, come on.
You can't cast that spell here.
Oh yes, potions. I've got those. Oh, you look. Oh, is that all?
Please tell me it works. Should I open the map from here or from my fort? Maybe it's my pet. Actually, I'm gonna change my pet. Maybe it's the new pet. I don't think it's the new pet, but let's, just in case, replace it with something. This one. This one shouldn't have a problem. Okay, map. Please let me go inside the map. It's broken. It's not loading. There's nothing I can do now. Other than Fazir. Fazir is the only thing I can do right now. And I don't know when Fazir will break. Maybe Fazir will break as well. I mean, how did offline suddenly break? I reinstalled the game. I deleted the game, uninstalled it, and then reinstalled it. And it's still not finding some sort of database things. Okay, I need to restart and to go do Fazir. And it's the only thing we can do. Fazir maps. Okay, pay attention to the map I'm starting. Pay attention, we're starting dividing monster queue. Okay, let's start something different. Let's start a Stormbringer. Let's start Cursed Relic Essential Spider's Poison. Cursed Relic Essential Spider's Poison, it loads me into the right map. Okay, this is good. We are on the right track here. Well, Fazir it is. I guess map works are broken now. For some unknown reason. There's just a bug that keeps deleting your game files. Keeps deleting your maps. It deletes the levels and other things from the tables in the game, from the game files. Some very nasty bug. So it's deleting the files that are supposed to contain the data about the preset levels. The various random maps that can spawn, those are getting deleted. This is a very serious bug. This is this is the most game breaking bug I've seen in the game. And I thought it only happened on the online, but eventually you play enough and long enough on the offline, and I guess it happens here too. And sadly, we probably will never get a fix for this, because I don't think Perfect World would pay money to someone to fix this broken game right now. It's very unprofessional for Rector to leave right after a big patch without waiting 1 or 2 weeks for hot fixes and to try and fix if there's something super urgent that broke with the new patch. Because it's normal, it's to be expected with the big patch for things to get broken every now and then. Would have been very good if they left a buffer period before moving on of like 2 weeks to try and fix any major breaking issues. Well, at least I can still do content. At least I still got stuff I can do. But man, not being able to do the regular map works is annoying. Because I was using regular map works for my benchmarks every time. Because regular map works are always the exact same type of difficulty. Level 60 plus 0% stats on the monsters. And always with 0 monster affixes. So it's perfect for benchmarking, whereas with the Fuzzier, it's hard to guarantee you're doing the exact same monster affixes. See, right now it's Stormbringer Cursed Relic Essential, but I won't be able to do Stormbringer Cursed Relic Essential if I finish this map. If I exit before finishing it, sure, on this hero, but on another hero I won't be able to do it unless I get lucky and find the same affixes. That's why I normally benchmark on Mapworks portal, because it's always the same. But yeah, I'm gonna do one more map and then switch to Bane, because I need to test some things on the Bane. Ah, fuck. I didn't move from the poison. Okay, 2 more maps, not 1 more. This one doesn't count. We need to redo it. Let's find something less annoying. Cranked Essential seems like an interesting one. But I'm at a loss for words with this game. And it sucks because it's my favorite game. Yet here we are seeing new bugs every day. If only I could have December's version just with the Cursed Captain added, without any of those new bugs. Because December's version was much more stable with much less bugs. Okay. Right, let's do as I said, like 2 more hours of this game and then some more anima, because it's just so cool in this anima game. Maybe 1.5 of this until 9 PM. Right now it's 7:25 PM here. I could go until 9 with Torchlight and then switch and start a new stream with anima. The worst part about anime is having to redo every reincarnation over and over again and redoing the whole story. Unless I'm missing something and there's a way to skip it, and they should have just made it reach a certain level, unlock the new reincarnation. That would have been the best way to handle reincarnation levels in anime, because the gear is that way. If I'm fighting level 100 monsters, or level 90, even level 80 something monsters, I think they start dropping reincarnation 3. If I'm fighting level 130 monsters, which take forever to kill on a level 90 something character, but with the shrine for damage they're killable reasonably fast. They drop reincarnation 4 items, but I can't wear those items until I complete reincarnation 2 and 3 to unlock reincarnation 4 equipable items.
That spell can't be cast.
And yeah, completing the reincarnation would take forever. Okay, good. Should I try a map again? A map portal? I'm gonna do one more Fazir and then switch heroes.
Your pet has returned.
What will it be? Oh, that one.
Gear walkie. Maybe we'll do the gear walkie probably. I'm just gonna switch to double kick. Okay, this one seems maybe buggy.
You can't cast that spell here.
Moon God 5 says I have Torchlight 3 on my PS4, but it got really grindy and I never got any good drops, so I stopped playing. Well, I don't think anything changed much in terms of grindiness and in terms of bad RNG. It's still the same as it was in regards to this. There are a lot of improvements and a lot of new things, but in regards to what you mentioned, the grindiness, the repetitiveness of the game, and the game not rewarding your time, not valuing the time you're putting in, hasn't changed. It still doesn't respect the time you're putting into the game. Unfortunately, it's my favorite game, but it doesn't respect me as much as I respect it. That has kind of been the case ever since early access. Actually, in the very first early access days, the game was very rewarding. But then they started nerfing and nerfing and nerfing and nerfing the drop rates and the gamble rates and removing the legendary rewards from contracts, making contracts almost useless. You can still get legendary from contracts, and that's actually my major source of legendary gear, the blue gear bundles, but it's not guaranteed. So it's all fucking RNG. It's nice if in a game you know I'm gonna spend X amount of time, and for that X amount of time I'm getting a guaranteed legendary drop. It's good when games do it that way, where you know you're gonna get a reward if you put X amount of time. Where it's not you may get a reward if you put X amount of time in a game. And the lack of quality of life in terms of itemization is something that they never felt the need to address. They thought it was fine the way it was. Yeah, if you're a masochist, maybe it's fine the way it was. Not being able to reroll your item suffixes, and just pointlessly trying to get something that may never drop if RNG is not on your side. You may end up spending 10, 20, 100,000 hours and still not get the items you want, because RNGs, well, it's not fixed, it's what it is, it's random. And there's nothing you can do about it right now. And there never will be, because I doubt anyone would take the game and implement the much needed quality of life. The second thing you choose when you make a character, you made it so you can summon a bunch of stuff, and actually think it was a crystal, it plays like the summoner class. You mean the subclass? Wait, when did you last play? Could you tell me when you last played? Because it feels like you last played before the game launched. And it seems like you last played in early access. You choose a relic, a subclass. There are 5 subclasses. The one with summons is Bane, which is kind of like... I'm gonna try and show you an image. Just a moment, I'm gonna show you image of Bane. So this is Bane. This is Blood Drinker. This is Cold Heart. This is Electrode, and this is Flaming Destroyer. That's your subclass. It used to be something that's not a subclass, but an artifact, a relic that levels up separately. It has its own levels, but now it shares your skill points. So I'm not sure if you're referring to this. Because in character creation you're selecting your class, your subclass, your pet. Visually you're modifying hair and head and some colors and stuff, and skin colors, but that's all the stuff you select when you create a character. But if you last played before the game even launched, when it was early access, then you haven't seen the system where now it's a permanent choice, and it's your second, or maybe we can call it your third skill tree. You have skill tree number 1, skill tree number 2, which is from the class, and then you have the subquest, the relic. And that's a permanent choice. It didn't used to be, but they made it a permanent choice, which resulted in the game becoming much more grindy. If you wanna try new subclasses, you have to go through the boring story again. And if you wanna try every single class, that's right now 25 times to level up to go through the story. Whereas before you could just take the relic and change it and give it to a different hero. And back in the day they said if we were to make it if you were to make it respectable, changeable, we would have to ask you to respect every single point from it. But why didn't you make it? I remember Tyler saying something like that when they were asking for feedback about the relics, and I said that it feels very limiting and restricting to not be able to change it. And he said, yeah, but if we're gonna make it changeable, we would have to ask you to respect every single point from it. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind respecting those 20 points. That's 50,000 coins. I can do it. It's easy to farm. In a few hours you can farm 50,000 coins. Even if I had to farm 100,000 or 150,000, if I had too many points into my relic, I wouldn't mind spending those points and then talking to an NPC, to the skill station or to the reliquary, and changing the class as long as there's 0 points in it, the subclass. But they didn't make it that way. They decided to waste people's time. Some of the decisions were far from good, but then there's some amazing decisions, such as improving the relics, giving them much more skills. This was a great idea, to make the relic a subclass rather than something that levels separately, and to give us extra skill points that we can spend on it. It added a lot of build diversity. They just should have made it interchangeable after you remove the points. And most of the things with this game have been like that. There's something amazing and very nice, and then they smudge it with a bunch of bad and terrible stuff on top of it. Like for example, making peanut butter and jelly sandwich and then putting wasabi on top of it. Which actually might be delicious for someone like me, but let's say let's say putting something else. Let's not say wasabi. Let's say what would be a better fit? A bunch of grease on top of it. Putting a bunch of pig's fat on top of it, on top of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's what it feels for some of the things in the game. Amazing, great, perfectly, nicely designed things, and then they just smear it with a bunch of bad stuff on top of it. That's not enjoyable. That's Torchlight 3 in a nutshell. There are some amazing, ingenious, genius ideas, original ideas, that are just not properly executed. Okay, let's go switch my items. And go Bane. But in general, there's only one good minion build in this game if you're looking for meta. If you're not looking for meta, there's plenty. But if you want effective builds, there's only the Bane Train, the Realm Master Bane combo with Miasma and Flamethrower car and Shotgun car. But if you don't care about meta and effectiveness and you just want to have fun, there are so many options you can explore across the different classes and subclasses. Wait, what setup have I been running here? And thank you very much, MoonGod5, for the subscribe. You're asking when did they add the new moves in the relics? Oh, that was in August? I think it was in August last year. And not just new moves in the relics. They added a new set that synergizes with relics. The Ancient Ember set, and then they added another new set, the Winter Weave set. So Ancient Ember is an amazing set. You have pretty much this skill, which is a battery, Imbue Relic. Just let me show you in a moment, just a moment. They added this little mini set that reduces the item granted skills, and they added item granted skills like Imbue Relic. Let me just quickly put something. I'm gonna put the Showman Classic. So I just need to respec quickly. Guy, what? My pet wants something. I don't know what. He had food. He had food a lot of times today. So he either wants attention or something that I have no idea about. Okay, let me quickly just finish this setup. I'm missing something. I'm not sure what Sky wants. I'm gonna quickly hold him for a bit if he doesn't run away. Not sure what he wants. He's meowing, and he has food that he hasn't finished eating, and I fed him like half an hour before my stream started. But yeah, this is gonna be the setup we are running. 12 Curse, 20 Bane, 38 Piracy. If you've noticed, they've also added 10 extra skill points from 60 to 70. Spread out as an extra point at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on until 50. So Imbue Relic is basically a skill that recharges your relic energy, and with the set bonus it can refill your big energy for the ultimate. If you've not seen those, I can show you at least the relic energy thing. Let me quickly just fix the skill tree here. I think this is fixed. Oh, I'm missing something. Egg of Mayhem. There's this one item, the Egg of Mayhem, which basically, I think you've seen it before. You're casting your relic small cost skill, which used to be the only relic skill back then, and it casts one from another relic. And I think it's not gonna put me into a map, so I'm not gonna test, I'm just gonna go for Zir. But yeah, the game I was playing yesterday was amazing. For a 10/9 with the discount dollars or euro game, it was pretty nice. Okay, now the Fazir is not loading reasonably quickly. He bit his tongue. Why is it not loading? It doesn't seem to be loading, it seems to be stuck. Now my Fazir seems to be starting to get stuck. So it's not just the regular maps, now the Fazir is also getting stuck. I mean, this game is getting more and more broken every day for me, and I just reinstalled it today, so I can guarantee it's not a matter of reinstalling the game or not. At first my online games were getting broken, now it's offline as well. Imagine if I can't vote into maps anymore, if somehow the game deleted all my map data from wherever that map data is stored. Okay, let's try a different map. Maybe a map, maybe a stage we have already unlocked. Okay, this is nice. This loaded. So this is probably gonna be the build I upload next, with maybe some changes, but in general that's gonna be the next setup. I wanted a Mayhem setup, an Egg of Mayhem setup, and since I need to upload a Bane and a Blood Drinker for the next two builds, I'd rather do Bane. Blood Drinker, I don't like Mayhem builds on Blood Drinker. I don't get the same cost reduction there. I don't like Spinning Blade, it doesn't do that much of a damage, and due to the cost being different, it means I can do less procs of the Egg of Mayhem for the same time. And with the December update, they allowed our pets to be able to buy us potions. They let us send the pets to the town with the December update, which was pretty nice. One of the best quality of life decisions. Although the whole potion system is flawed in its core. I love simple potion systems. Just give me a cooldown, that's all I need. Cooldown. Nothing else for the potion. No need to get them as drops, no need to buy them. It's pointless in 2021 to do systems where you have to buy potions or get them as drops. Rather than just unlock it and just put it on a cooldown. So another thing about Anima I'm a big fan of. It's doing a decent potion system. And this build can work nicely with Maelstrom. In fact, probably the build video would be with Maelstrom, with suggestions that Punderbuss could work as well. Because I like keeping them clustered up together. Oh, and if you've noticed, there is a bug with my spiders. There is a bug with this spider, where it's supposed to cast two spiders back to back, not back to back, but side by side. One spider here and another next to it. But now it's doing both spiders in the same lane. Or sometimes it's not even doing two spiders. This is another thing that broke with this update, and I'm not the only one. One person on my YouTube channel asked about this. Asked about why it's only one spider and not two. So another bug that most likely will never get fixed. Okay. By the way, who was watching recently the tech news? And so Nvidia 3080 Titanium and the fact of price for the performance boost that's barely worth it. Like 70% price increase to 3080, only 10% performance increase. I was waiting to see what the Titanium series would bring, but I'm disappointed. I might just skip that fucked up generation of video cards and wait until there's supply, and by that time there's gonna be the next generation or the one after next. But they were promising that it will be a 20 GB video card for $1,000. Now it's a 12 GB RAM video card with much less of the teraflops and stuff that was originally promised, and 4,200, which is ridiculously overpriced. It's barely giving any performance boost. I was so excited that they would make $1,000 20 GB GDDR6 GPU. For content creation it would have been nice to have this much VRAM if I wanna start editing 4K footage. Because right now if I try to edit 4K footage, my Adobe crashes so much. Even if I resize the 4K footage to 1080p, the software likes to crash, and some of the templates I'm using are just 4K templates, even though I'm resizing them to 1080p. And that's why I started making my own stuff bit by bit, where I know it's the right resolution. But yeah, kind of weird for them to do launches of new cards in the first place when there isn't enough supply for the old ones, and then to do something this cash grabby. It's basically right now the manufacturers are the ones scalping now. The manufacturers are starting to do the scalping because hey, people are gonna scalp anyways. Might as well be the ones that are scalping. Why not? Man, this is just. How did it get to this? Did so many boob implants result in the silicon supply across the world going whoa? boob implants and butt implants and all of that uses silicone in books resulted in not enough for technology like CPUs, GPUs, motherboards, etc. It's weird. Alright, let me see something.
Your pet is back.
What did I say? Okay, let's do Maelstrom. Maelstrom. Should I gamble and try a map? I'm sure it's gonna glitch out if I do this. Let's show you. Hopefully the game proves me wrong and it votes. No, it's bugged. It's never gonna vote. It sucks. It was working fine earlier today. Why? Why? How? How did it suddenly break this much? I mean, I don't understand. During the time I was editing, somehow my game broke. To the point where I can't open maps. I can't open maps and I can't open Fuzzier stages that I haven't finished. Which is even weirder. I can do Fuzzier stages, but not ones I haven't finished. Just the ones that I've already completed. Let's try and find the most Bane looking combo. I think the boots and gloves need to change. Where is Carapace? Carapace? No, not that. Fresh sage. Is there a fresh sage here? Fresh sage. This is terrible. There isn't anything properly green. Like Bane type of green. Maybe this one? Okay, not so bad. Kind of fits as a Bane setup. I'm gonna keep it. Let me check it out here in the light. I think the only one I wanna change is the Mento as a model. Something that's this one. This looks good. Okay. Is there something more green, less yellow? I don't think there is. Maybe this one. Is there Sharp Scout? Sharp Scout? Sharp Scout. I don't think there is Sharp Scout here. Strange how they didn't add this variation to that one. This is a little bit too dark. I want something toxic looking. Fresh Sage seems to be the closest in terms. I mean, it's still very dark compared to the rest of the setup, but that's fine. Let's do another map. It has to be one of those 3 maps because this one glitches. Oh, I forgot to... Just a moment, I forgot to put Maelstrom in my skill bar. I leveled it up, but it still has Plunderbuss on the skill bar. So, just a moment to change. The synergy here is Maelstrom keeps them closer together, and you can just spam spiders inside the Maelstrom. But you get stuck if you have no relic energy, if you let yourself run out. Or more like if you let yourself run out of relic energy and do boons. A showman dropped. I don't think I'm gonna be wearing a showman. I mean, I use it in the legendarium. But it's gonna be interesting to make a rifle build with Cold Heart, basic attack rifle. I think rifles can be just as strong as a great sword in terms of basic attack builds. And this one gives me fire and powder keg and flat damage and chance to burn. If only this had a socket, I would have done the build of fire and ice. The build of fire and ice I would have done with this rifle if it had a socket. So I can add some little bit of extra damage. Because right now, sacrificing the defense from a shield for something that's not gonna be that much stronger than a one-handed, it's not worth it. But 3 levels to powder keg and 3 levels to fire, and doing a build with fire and basic attacks on the rifle would have been interesting. Basic attacks on the rifle, fire, and powder keg. Okay. If only Bane's spider would behave the way it's supposed to. I'm actually gonna try removing points from it to see if it fixes itself. Maybe the tier 3 bonus is bugging the tier 1 bonus. Or maybe the tier 2 bonus is bugging the tier 1 bonus. I wanna see. Most likely just the tier 1 bonus being bugged without any relation to the other bonuses. So even if I remove the tier 2 and tier 3, it's probably gonna still be broken. But I need to test it. I need to do that type of science. Come on, come on. Come on. Okay, there's some more. Another showman in this map. It's raining showman. It's shitty though. It's shitty. If this crit chance didn't exist and there was basic attack damage or flat damage or levels to something nice and then a socket, it would have been perfect. Because 4 levels to Dread Banner is not a bad stat. I mean, sure, not every build uses Dread Banner for more than the 2 levels from the set. Those are normally enough, unless you want cooldown reduction on the banner. But think about getting level 16 Dread Banner. That's gonna be some nicely reduced cooldown. 10 plus 2 plus 4. And that's excluding 3 more points from Helmet that one can potentially get. But yeah, it's strange how reinstalling the game doesn't change anything for me. Okay, we have to go back and wood the stuff. How many more? 2. And Minimal says, any news about this game? I read about after summer will be Well, not after summer, even now. I'm not sure about deprecated, but the developers unfortunately can no longer develop this game because the company got purchased by a bigger company. And the developers do not own the rights to the game. The rights to the game were owned by the publisher, by Perfect World. So Echtra Games, the developer, cannot take this game with them to Zynga. Zynga is the company that purchased Echtra. So right now it's up to Perfect World what will happen with this game. Most likely we won't see a single change. But if we do see a minor hotfix or a patch, one last fix for whatever's broken without new things getting added, it will be nice. I'm 99% sure we won't see all the broken things fixed, and we won't see actually anything fixed. But there's still that 1% of hope that maybe they would fix things before letting the game be. But yeah, it's a sad story, but it happens. Games reach their life cycle end. Eventually, every game reaches a point where the life cycle just finishes of the game. For some it's early, for some it's late. For Torchlight 3, it's around a year after it launched, I guess. Around a year after early access launched. But I've had more than 2 years since I started playing in April 2019 during Torchlight Frontiers, the alpha version, and I've had a lot of fun, especially with build making. Oh shit! Sorry, I haven't slept last night. I couldn't sleep last night, so the light is a little bit annoying to my eye. The light from my stream setup. It's a little bit painful to the eyes. But if there's no lights, you won't be able to see me. This is what happens if I remove one light. Or if I remove the other light. Where did it go?
So decisive. Oh, so that's what you like, eh? If you think you can take it. If you think you can take it. Well chosen. isn't all what's their name. Oh. already? Sweet.
What are you doing, rookie? Don't just stand there! The fort is under attack! The Goblin Chieftain Wideload sent his flunky Yapper to raid the outpost! He's gonna break the gate any moment now! Get up there and lend a hand! I'll catch up!
You've gained a level.
Thanks for your help, recruit. We couldn't have defeated Yapper without you. After years of peace, why attack now? No matter. Answers can wait. The wounded need help, and the dead need peace. I need you to take the fall.
A new quest. Your pet has returned. Your pet has returned. You can't use that skill.
Oh, yes, potions. Oh. Potions for you? Potions for your little friend? Oh, is that all?
death.
Okay, now it should be fine. One of the power supply of my mic got poked out when I was shooting my light. If you remember earlier in the stream, I did this, and when I was doing this, switching off one of the lights, I moved the power supply adapter of my mic, and it was not getting power. It was not actually my mic; it was my USB interface. The USB interface of the microphone was not getting power. But I figured out the bug. The bug is the props. So what is causing this bug is one of the props in the game, and it's most likely a new prop, because you saw right now I removed all the items from my fort, and this fixed the bug where the map wouldn't load. So now I fucking troubleshot a bug. I don't know. I don't know how and which prop it is, but I troubleshot a bug for them, and now I've gotten to the general vicinity of where the bug is. It's one of the props I used today. Which of the props I used today, I don't know, but one of the props was causing me to not be able to start maps. I'm gonna go online and check online if I can fix my problems by removing props. Probably it won't, but yeah, I just figured out, and you can see I was constantly logging out and on and out and on. Because I was trying to figure out what was preventing me from loading into maps. I tried removing items, it didn't work. I tried new characters, it didn't work. And in the end, you saw the only thing that fixed it was removing all my props from the fort. And one of the forts I put today when I was doing my set decor for the teaser of the build must have messed up stuff. But yeah, I'm happy. Weight has been lifted, knowing that I've figured out what was breaking the game. And it's silly. That's why it's one of the props. The pirate is very fun. The pirate is very fun. There are a lot of very fun ways to play it, but in general, there's two overpowered skills, severely overpowered skills, where you have things like Plunderbuss and Powder Keg. Those two things are fucking overpowered. In the good way. In a good way, where they're almost as strong as a Bane Train. So it's not that those skills are overpowered, it's that the other ones are kind of a little bit underpowered. The other skills are underperforming. But Plunderbuss and Powder Keg can compete with a Bane Train build. Still a little bit behind a Bane Train, Miasmic Train setup, but not that far behind. With the right gear in the right hands, it should be okay. But I was saying that I want to play some more Anima, so I'm probably gonna stream for another 30 minutes. And then restart my stream to stream Anima. Anima the Reign of Darkness. I got hooked. I didn't sleep last night and I played Anima Reign of Darkness. I was recording footage for my first impressions video. I played a little bit on the Necromancer, I played on the Skirmisher, I played a lot on my full Sorcerer. But there are two things that I don't like about Anima. And that's that it requires you to redo the story over and over and over and over again. You have to do the story 9 times to unlock Incarnation 10. So you need to do Incarnation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 to be able to unlock 10. You don't have to do the story on 10 unless you want the achievement. But to get the Incarnation 10 items, I'm assuming Incarnation 10 items would exist, you would have to do things. But man, I'm happy I was able to find the root cause of my unhappiness today. Since I started streaming, I wasn't able to do maps. Those maps, the map works. Then for a while I wasn't able to do Fazir and stuff like that. And I'm happy I finally fixed whatever was breaking my stuff. It feels nice to know I've resolved the issue. What else did I have here? Liu General. I even went as far as to create a new character. Even did that. So simple fort. I'm only gonna be using whatever is necessary on my fort. But yeah, today's been one of those weird, unlucky days in terms of bugs and stuff and glitches, and it was pissing me off so much. But thankfully, we're in the clear now. And that's the hero I created, Charlie Bane. That's not Charles Bane. Okay, I'm gonna do one more map maybe. Let me quickly get my pet items. And quickly before I do that one map, just wanna check something in the multiplayer. If I can fix the multiplayer by removing the prop items the same way. Imagine if I can fix my multiplayer by removing all my props. There's a cursed prop somewhere out there. Or a cursed combination of props. But now the question is, am I going to be able to access my fort customization window in the first place online? See, it's not even gonna let me access it, maybe. We'll see. Let's give it some time to load up, maybe. Oh, it's loaded, apparently. But yeah, it doesn't even let me... Oh, it let me. But my inventory is still broken here, so I don't think this will fix anything. See, I still can't access my contracts. It's still glitched out. It still thinks I have more skill points than I do and doesn't show me the relic. Well, forget about the online. Let's go back offline and just do one more map. Maybe two. But yeah, the next build I'm uploading will be a Bane build, and it's most likely gonna be similar to what I'm playing right now, a Mayhem build. Egg of Mayhem. And it could work with Maelstrom, it could work with Plunderbuss. Obviously Plunderbuss would be easy mode, whereas Maelstrom would be the not so easy mode. How I do it, I guess it doesn't matter much. Okay, let's do one map here. But the Curse Captain, yeah, I enjoy this class a lot. Much better than my first impressions when I was testing on the test server. I mean, once you get the build going and once you're using the right skills, you see the damage piling up. Obviously, you can get carried by a relic if you're using a bad build. If you're using bad cursed captain skills, your relic can carry you. But there are cursed captain skills that can carry a build by themselves as well, like Plunder and Powder Keg. I mean, Powder Keg you probably want on any build, because it's not a spam skill, it's a skill you use every now and then to burst when you need that DPS wave. Wait, my skill point stuff is terribly wrong. I was wondering why I'm not casting things the right way. Gotta get used to the rotation. I'm playing very badly right now. I'm not using the right rotations. In fact, I have to even look at my keyboard sometimes to check if I'm placing my finger on the right button. I'm gonna get used to it, because normally certain things are not where they are. Not where I normally keep them. The problem stems from the fact that this and this skill I normally keep on the same skill bar SWAT. And I'm not used to casting one of them with a different hotkey. But yeah, it's an okay build. It works. And Terry just resubscribed for a 9th month in a row. Thank you very much, Terry, for the resub right in the fuse, dude. Terry, did you check me? Did you play that game I was playing yesterday? Did you check it out? Because if not, I would get it. And Bender of Beer, thank you very much for the Prime sub as well. Really appreciate it, both of you, right in the feels. And yeah, I will be playing more Anima later today. Who is excited? Who wants to see me play more Anima? The Reign of Darkness. As I said, I didn't sleep last night. I played Anima. I tested certain things. I tried to figure out how things work. How certain systems work. Expect maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, when I've gotten enough experience, my first impressions of the game, and maybe a beginner's guide because it's been a while since I didn't rage quit a game several hours after testing it. In fact, it's been a while since a game made me wanna stay up all night learning stuff and figuring out mechanics and stuff. You just bought it, you will watch me today. Yeah, I will do a few hours of that. Maybe let's do one final map, let's wrap this one up, and then I can restart the stream in like 5-10 minutes. I just need I need a change. I need to Photoshop a new thumbnail. Can't reuse yesterday's thumbnail because it's no longer a first try. I need to rename it to day 2 grinding stream rather than first try stream, and I need to change my titles and the links in those titles. on YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, 10 minutes should be enough of a downtime. Just enough for someone to go grab a snack, to go take a leak, drop a vote and stuff like that. But yeah, I will just quickly Photoshop stuff. And then Anima, because I'm surprised. And someone mentioned on my YouTube channel as a comment that it's different than the mobile version, better than the mobile version, which is nice. I guess they've removed some of the mobile annoying stuff from the PC version because they know PC gamers don't tolerate some stuff. I haven't played the mobile version. I'm tempted to try and find it to play it. In fact, I bought the game on my streamer account. I had it on my personal account last night because it's a single player game only, so I didn't think I would need it on my streamer account, which I only made specifically to co-op with people. But I got it on that one because I want to leave a review of the game and on Steam from my own streamer account, not from my personal account. But yeah, it seems like a struck type of a game, but very grindy. That's the only one thing that's not struck like. we can make struck like games. Struck like with a double meaning. Games that struck likes and games that fit struck's taste. And yeah, and wooters. That's the that's the type of games. Okay, thanks for watching this. Give me 10 minutes and I should restart my stream with some anime. Keep it cool until then and be right back.